Hi beautifuls, welcome back to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, twin flame coach. I cover astrology, moon energy and personal development. If you do want to come join us in the members hub, we have private twin flame questions in there. No super chat required, and yes, monthly I come to you live, and during those sessions you're able to ask quick super chat questions. Now for this video we're going to tune into your psychic energy, connecting into your love interest, any blockages or the unexpected that can come up. So please stay tuned because this 2 weeks is set to be very, very interesting and pivotal. Love and light, guys. Let's get into the energy. Welcome back, Sagittarius. We are here to do your weekly update. Yes, let's have a look at what's going on. Now, this is a very energetic month we're moving into. We do have all planets direct until about mid-month, and then we will be having Pluto going into shadow phase. Now, what I've got coming up for you is pretty unique. Number one, I do feel you're fiercely moving forward in beautiful Jupiter fashion style. Now, you do have about 2 weeks. Although this is the weekly energy, I am seeing there's this recovery. I'm seeing there's a massive energy of recovery when it comes to your life and the circumstances. I do feel almost you might be working very hard, but I also feel you could be moving away from certain groups and towards certain other areas of life. But there is this passion, right? You're putting your money where your mouth is. You're making things happen. I feel you're moving into mover shaker mode. You also aren't connecting in with anything that doesn't resonate with you. Currently, we do have Mars in Gemini until mid-month where it transits over to Cancer. So for you, the way I'm seeing this play out, especially with the cards, you're really, you're holding no hostages. You're walking forward. You're like, you're with me, you're not, Okay, I've got things to do. I've got people to see, places to be. I feel there is this recovery mode. So this can be both financially, emotionally, spiritually. And it's almost you're out and about more often, okay? For some of you, you have been for the last few weeks, and that's due to the fact that we had Mars and Gemini. It's been very, very busy for you, linking in with life and connections and, responsibilities. So you can be getting a little bit tired, but I do feel this recovery energy-wise. I'm also seeing that many of you are really looking to the past and you're like, okay, I'm trying to be really rational when it comes to a lot of circumstances in your life. You're trying to be understanding, compassionate, logical. There might have been some hurdles in the mix. There still could be, and the story I'm getting coming through is you've learnt from your previous mistakes. If you have grand ideas, if you have superstition, you're keeping your mouth closed. Because I do feel when it does come to this, anytime, and I feel it's more, you've got to be careful who you trust, right? So yes, there's gossip, especially linking to all the things you've wanted. And there can be potentially some jealousy surrounding some of these things in your life. And that's caused angst, okay? So there may have been somebody that didn't want you to achieve your dreams. Again, not being able to break that glass ceiling. And I really feel you're moving beyond that point. You're viewing it. You're like, okay, instead of going into competitive mode, you're going into logical, rational mode and learning from the past. So the fatigue has affected you. But now it's like you're bouncing back and you're like, okay, I'm going to get this, baby. I've got this in the bag. You're going to drop anything that's not your job. And that can be healing another person, holding on to things that don't resonate with you. Also, for a lot of you, some of you may actually be getting new jobs at this point and you're like, okay, that served a purpose. It got me from A to B, but there's nowhere but up from here. And I do feel even at a financial level for the first 2 weeks of April, this can be quite lucrative for you. I don't feel as though, try not to second guess yourself, I'd say. A lot of times we can be like, oh my gosh, are we making the right decision? And I feel at this point you could be stumbling into that, but it's more a pause, needing a bit of reflection, especially if you suddenly found yourself with a new job, suddenly found yourself unemployed. It feels something shifting about. But it's going to be better what's coming, so please do trust that process. I do feel you might want to have a bit of reflective time, and I think even with major decisions prior to moving forward, with whatever's coming out of the bag, I feel you're going to actually, you're going to be recovering fine. We'll go into some clarifiers and we'll see what is this to do with. I feel you're wary. Some of you, I feel you can't believe what's happened. So the recovery mode is you're going to be emotionally, physically, and financially okay. But it's the emotions at the moment and the shock of the new. You've learnt from the previous mistakes. You've seen how unhealthy boundaries and working too hard don't work either. It's very Jupiter in energy. So yes, benefits are coming back to you, but you had to rest, okay? There was this sense of recovery, but you do need to look after your health. So you're, really guided to creating healthy boundaries with the major changes you're wanting to make in your life, in your love life, with the way you view love as well. All of these shifts are coming, but it's almost like a psychic download. You've moved into the new vibration of who you are. Some of you, there could be gossip relating to family and home, and that can be really irking you. It can also be family gossiping about you, but I feel more it's lots of changes and it's making you feel just a little bit antsy. So you could already be feeling the shadow energy of Mars transiting into Cancer, where it's going to hit your 8th house. Also, I would say around this time, you can be feeling loved ones that have passed over also. What is the star, please? Okay, what this is you're going to get it. You're going to get your hopes and dreams. You're going to get that relationship that you've always dreamed of. But it's about consistency. So that can be on their side of the fence, your side of the fence, be it you're taking a direct action and you're moving forward with the mindset of a benchmark. And what would need to happen in order for that connection to get together or to be more on an even keel for those of you that are in it. I feel it's all about consistency, and it really depends on how you're viewing it at this point. Initially, I feel you may be a little bit down, but in the bigger midst of things, you're looking at your self-worth energy and saying, look, I attract what I believe, and sometimes we get the polar opposite of that, but it's to show us also to be in alignment and, things very Abraham Hicks. Life is hard, okay? If other energies around us are hard, it's just making it harder. So, in a nutshell, I feel if some of you have had a very testing time, you're coming to terms with what was, you're sitting in it and you're going, right, it's all about consistency, give and take. Can't do another person's job for them. I can't be their nursemaid. If they don't explain things to me of how they're feeling, that's nothing really I can do. But we can create the environment and hopefully fruit will grow. That looks so cheeky. Anyway. Now, overall, the outcome is very team orientated, and it's really flowing on from the previous 2 weeks ago. It's almost like you've been going up in levels. Now, I do feel all things pretty good when it does come to you actually working with people, moving forward, grasping contracts, grabbing contracts, gaining monetary wise. I feel these energies shifting. Now, you're about to move into a very unique position. Number one, we do have the South Node in Sagittarius, which is you're completely transforming. And the North Node is Gemini, which is huge contracts for you guys. Trust the process. You're going to have celebrations, guys. I'm telling you. Let's have a look at your love interest. Pardon me. What is coming up for that? But I do feel distrust, okay? You're not stuck. There still appears to be a need for clarity. There might have been some very unfair circumstances, your side, their side, that need to be addressed. But, reflecting over the hard times is giving you clarity as to what these good times are going to be and what would need to happen. And I think it's some of you, I'm telling you, I'm really feeling baby energy around, that you could be quite fertile at the moment. But I feel brand new beginnings nevertheless, and it is between now and really the end of April. I feel a very large energy of that coming through. But point blank zero for the rest of the year. Don't think you're going to be waiting forever, because it's more a self-fulfilling prophecy than anything. It's give and take. It's being open to that. It's really you getting balanced. You know, own that worth, own that value, and know that, you know, the both of you can be open. Now, number one, I would say, once we've filled our cup and people aren't projecting at us, or we're not tolerating that, you do tend to find you have more balanced connections. And I feel both energies are really comprehending that. There might have been a bit of projection, but I do feel there's a big shake-up in your life, and this shake-up is going to take you to that very next level. We will go into the extension and see, you know, how this person is seeing you. But overall, the way it's been shown so far is that need for balance, that need for privacy, maybe a little bit of downtime with each other, and both of you are yearning that, be it you're together or you're not. I'm also seeing they're not allowing the past to define them, which is really beautiful and healthy, especially because this month we do have Juno going retrograde in Sagittarius, so that shall be very interesting, but we'll check into that astrologically. There is a binding here, but with all things love and work, I'd say the way you're showing up is you're really owning your worth, and you're not taking, you're just moving forward. You really are. If these individuals respect you, you'll move and grow in that tribe. If they're not, you will move them to the left. We'll tune into how it's going to play out on the other side. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. If you do want the extension read, it is in the link directly below in the box. Also, all the booking information is there. Please subscribe if you do want to have current updates relating to astrology, moon energy, twin flame path. I do have super chats, so if you do feel you can't afford a reading, you can jump through and have a question during the sessions, as well as if you haven't joined my website, please do, because I do put up notifications relating to when I'm coming live, any events coming up, and specials. Take care. I will see you later. Have a great week.